Welcome everyone, we're back with another episode of Friday Night Lights. This is Season 5, Episode 3, and it's called The Right Hand of the Father. Didn't you mess that one up?
Yeah, you did. When I hear that, first thing I think is the Son and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's something religious. Or
Okay, so I'm on to something.
Yeah, the right hand of the Father. Maybe McCoy's dad's raising his hand to him again. Maybe.
Is he still going to be in this?
I have no clue.
I kind of have built up my hopes that we might not be seeing him again.
I hope I never see him again.
Okay.
Even the actor that plays him, because I don't like him.
Wow. I mean, that's deep.
I know, but at least you know the show was well written. It's not meant to be liked.
No.
They did a great job. But yeah, I think it's going to be something to do with religion, right hand of the Father, and we're on the right track there, I think, on the same track at least. Whether it's the right one or not, I don't know.
No, to be fair, it's not a bad shout that you're saying it's going to be Mr. McCoy coming back into it, because when I think the only other thing, I'm going to go out on a bit of a long shot here.
Ooh, that's unlike you.
I know. What about if Tammy has a meeting with Epic's Guardians?
Oh, okay.
And because from what we understand, they're not really too involved in caring about what she does in life.
No.
What if it's something to do with that? Or is it going to be something to do with Becky? No, because her dad kind of didn't care if she was there
really
or
care.
not.
No,
I'm going to stick with the Epic theory.
Yeah.
Because it's epic.
Yeah, that is pretty epic.
Thank you.
Talking of epic, she came round towards the end.
She did. She just needed a bit of encouragement, like most children in the universe.
Just need a bit of love, and she wasn't getting that.
Other planets.
Well, you never know. But yeah, she's going to, was it counselling with Mrs. Coach, which is decent.
Yes. And well, now I think she needs to reach out to the Guardians to see if they're going to be involved, or if it is just going to be her and Epic working one-on-one in the same style that her and Tyra used to in the past.
Almost like another little project for Mrs. Coach, because she loves those. She loves helping people turn their lives around, and hopefully she can do it again.
Question. Do you, I don't know the name of the character at this stage, but do you think the lady teacher who came to Tammy outside of the restaurant is genuine?
I think she is, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but this show has turned me into somewhat of a cynic.
Well, I was cynical about McCoy's mum, wasn't I? I thought she was friending up Mrs. Coach.
That's it.
For the wrong reasons. But it turns out to be wrong there, so I'm going to flip it and say she's being genuine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think she could easily... She seems too much up in everybody's business from what we've seen. Yeah. I think she could be trouble.
To be fair, it was a quick turnaround. I'll give you that. But I'm going to say she's doing it for the right reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other big announcement in the last episode, because there was so much going on, don't worry, we're not actually going to go through everything for once, was Coach announced state.
Yes, that's his number one goal for the team.
Do they do it?
Yeah. It's final season, isn't it?
You think? See, that's the one reason I think they could have a chance, because when I look at things as they are, I would think, it's unlikely. Coming off a 2-8 season to then go and do state, I mean, that sounds, on the face of it, ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then I think, if they knew this was going to be the final season, that would be perfect.
It would.
What if this is a show that got cancelled between seasons 5 and 6?
Yeah. That'd be
we don't know if it has a true ending.
That's
I
true.
hope it
That's
does.
True.
I really hope it does.
Also, what goes in favour of me thinking they might go to state, I know they're coming off a 2-8 season, but look what they've achieved already. They beat one of the best teams, was it in the country, in the state, or obviously that got them in hot water because no one likes an underdog succeeding.
Well, and they took out the quarterback.
They did, yes. I think it was an okay hit.
It's always going to be a bit tetchy, I think, when it's the quarterback.
I think they were fine. They found something to go at them for because they got beaten, I think.
And I think really, and you're right, there's nothing wrong with the hit, but I think especially with their history, that kind of hit on a quarterback, given that it ended Street's career and completely altered the course of his life.
Yeah.
But obviously it didn't go that deep. It was a fine hit, and they kind of used it. The main thing we got out of that is we didn't know if they were out for the school or for the kids, or if it was going to be Luke that they were actually going to focus on Luke. It turns out it was Coach.
It was Coach, yeah.
It was Coach was the reason why they did it, and I didn't expect that. So, last episode was busy, really busy. Fantastic episode, though, and can't wait to jump into this one. Please give the episode a like if you haven't done so already, and let's jump into it. Buddies.
Playing tape on the TV.
Yeah.
Big man play.
Everything feels too perfect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Everything seems to be going swimmingly marvellous.
I want to welcome you all out tonight to the grand opening of Buddy's first 2 victories by the East Dillon Lions.
Sorry, what did you say?
Do you reckon Coach knew about that, or did it catch him off guard?
No, all off guard.
This looks nice. Thanks.
You want to tell me what's up?
Yeah, it's definitely something in this.
Your father's getting out.
Oh.
I'm going to sleep.
As soon as she was cleaning, he knew there was something wrong.
She was acting a bit off as well.
Yeah.
She didn't jump on the hype train.
She did not. No. Yeah,
Vince
interesting.
can't get a break, can he? It's
No, just when things start getting better for him, and now he's got to worry about what's going to happen with his dad getting out.
Do you think he's going to try and get super involved with the football as well?
Maybe. Right hand of the father. Vince's father.
Yes. Where were you on that one, eh?
I know. Oh, Johnny Smollett. We spoke about Jussie Smollett, didn't we? The one who did the fake crime.
Yes.
That's his sister.
No way.
Yeah, someone told us in the comments.
Wow.
I've been waiting for us to record a Friday Night Lights episode, so I can tell you that.
And I've had about that many irate parents call me. I have got to do something.
We didn't do any of this crap when we were kids.
Tammy did.
He realised when he said it.
She was upside down, drinking.
It's much nicer than you would have been.
Ooh.
All right, you guys are done. I'll see you next time. Office hours tomorrow if you need me.
A C.
He was much nicer, and she's still got a C minus.
It's been like 5 years.
See me after class.
Yeah, well, maybe. If you want an A.
Listen to me, I am telling you. Buddy Jr. is in real trouble. He stays out at night.
I'll call him from California now.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you that for years.
You know what? Don't give this to me right now. This is about our son.
It's just a party. We were
Could have been
having
a lot worse as
fun.
well.
Yeah.
Didn't look to me
Becky
like you were
went
having
mental,
fun.
didn't
Looked to me
she?
like you were passed out cold. Have you ever been to a party?
Y'all see the video? I know everyone else in town did. That girl's parents.
Come over here, Coach. Is there anybody out here that doesn't understand what our standard entails? Anyone, and I mean anyone, who breaks our standard will be off this team. That is a promise.
Do you think he holds them to a higher standard because they represent the school?
Yeah.
Especially in Texas, football's everything,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's a major thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Vince, I've got us some chicken, like old time's sake.
missed your cooking.
I know that's right.
Imagine being that naive, you think you can just go straight back in for a hug.
She didn't tell me you were staying here.
You know, baby, just go wash your hands. Baby, Vince.
He's going to go to Jess, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk about what happens in your body when you consume alcohol. 1 or 2 drinks.
I know y'all, at least some of you have seen that video. It is sad and it is disturbing. I'm sure you will agree.
You need to take care of yourselves. Because one day, real soon, there is not going to be anybody else to do it for you.
Oh my God.
I was just going to say that these guys need telling
Yeah.
to as well.
Coach
not
is
just
right there.
Yeah. It's not just the girls they need to talk to.
Hey! What the hell is
Those two are off the team.
Yeah, we've not seen them before.
Nah, they're gone.
You not hear what I
Absolute
said
fodder,
yesterday?
those two.
Was I not clear enough yesterday? Jacob, you ever known me to break a promise? Grab your helmets, get off this field. Now!
There's more to your thoughts than you managed to get on the page, that's all.
Is it badly written? Is it unclear?
It felt safe.
A C for it feeling safe?
Professor Nevins holds these weekly salons for promising students. I think you'd be great for it.
Sure.
I don't trust him either.
No, I think he's using her low grade against her.
I'm not sure I entirely understood what he said.
I know Coach is looking for an equipment manager on the team. Mm-hmm. How would you like to be equipment manager?
Really? You serious?
I mean, I don't know. I have to ask him.
I'd be great. I'd be better than anyone else.
think.
What you want me to say?
I don't know. Come back and pass out the damn flyers? Wait, hold on.
Go home. It's done.
No,
Look at
Vin.
Everybody's gone.
I am 1,500 miles away. What can I do 1,500 miles away? I don't know what I'm going to say. What am I going to do?
Bring him in and he's going to play football.
Nobody said being a dad's can be easy. Yeah, we're both fathers, both know that.
Exactly. He's got too wrapped up about Pam being the one asking rather than the fact it's his boy.
Needs to forget about Pam.
Yeah, exactly. Take her out of the equation.
Just don't know.
No, I do know. Girls in locker rooms are bad ideas.
Tell Daddy to think about it.
Don't you dare.
Think about it, Daddy.
How'd it go?
Is that his way of saying it didn't?
Yeah.
I just adore that.
She's going to bump into the teacher, isn't she?
Yeah. You must be so proud to have such a distinguished wife. Yeah.
She's got a wife.
There's Professor Nevins. I'm going to tell.
Plus, he's what, 10 years older than her?
Yeah, yeah. They're both the issues.
Keep these staph infections from growing.
That's what I was thinking of. The comments that are
There's
going to
staph
come.
infections in
Yeah.
here.
And then Vince is going to react.
All right, hey, focus. All right, this isn't gonna work. I just don't. I don't see this.
I get to stuff like y'all. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got a lot of
I don't know about this.
Okay.
Just
Mwah.
Later, babe.
Oh, no. That could be his dad.
you be alright.
Hey, come on, hop in. Go get your mom at work, go get something to eat, something raised, barbecue.
Everyone in my life thinks that we're happily married and that everything's great, but she's been gone for 6 months on sabbatical. And how are we supposed to work on our issues if we're not even together? Probably shouldn't have said any of that. I've had too much to drink.
Talking about his marriage issues to a teenager.
Yeah, he's right that you can't work on issues when you're apart, but that technique is also a manipulation technique where you get them to feel bad for you.
Yeah.
You get closer to each other. So that's what I'm thinking he's doing here.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, good night.
It's like the middle of a date.
You have a lovely evening.
This guy.
You know what you said about taking chances?
No, not today.
Yeah. It's happening in a very public area.
That C- is about to become a C+. Oh, look, man, it's straight to it. Coach to boot the door down right now.
You learn about ties in the joint? You must have took a tie class. That's where your ass been the last few years.
I learned it.
I don't care.
That's enough then.
Hold up.
Oh.
You gonna drop bombs?
Oh!
I got this. And run out like a little kid?
He did
Your
ask.
house?
A man don't leave his family. Is that talking like a man?
Yeah, love that, Vince.
Yeah.
There was no sit down talk.
No.
Sorry, let me make it up to you. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna do this. Gonna do that. It was like straight back in.
Let's be a family. Baby.
Vince has been the man of the house for as long as he can remember.
Yeah.
I find the old suit approach on game day a little strange.
I get he's trying to clean up their image.
I get
after
it's
the
just
video.
discipline mainly,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Let's say what's on your mind.
First of all, you didn't ask me how I felt about just being on the team. Being in the locker room.
Personnel decisions
And all these
by
new
you.
rules, they're stupid. Shirt, this tie, and whatever high standards you're looking for.
I first met you, you were climbing out of a police car.
Yeah.
People said you were a punk, you'd never last on the field. You know they still believe that?
Screw them. I work hard for everything I got.
I know you do, and you ought to be damn proud about that. I'm proud of you. Your teammates are proud of you.
Coach, my dad just got out of prison. He's staying with me in my house, and I can't stand him. I don't know how to be better, because he never taught me how. He never taught me how to be better. He's not around.
Hey, Coach,
I'm supposed to be better.
10 minutes.
That's fine,
I'm supposed
Coach.
to be better.
Close that door. I said you need to strive to be better than everyone else. I didn't say you needed to be better than everyone else, but you gotta try. That's what character is. It's in the trying.
Has he finally got it out?
Yeah, he needed to say that.
Yeah.
It's just been building it up.
To the right person as well.
Late in the fourth quarter, the Lions down by a touchdown.
Coach knew that aggression wasn't aimed towards him.
No, of course.
Vince Howard taking no prisoners.
His dad actually turned up.
Yeah, they haven't shown him yet. They've shown his mum.
Coming down to it, folks. It's the pass. Here comes
Well, Luke. Wow.
Oh, fumble.
Scoop that up.
Yeah, Tinker's on it.
Nice. Everyone jumping on top.
All fumbled in front of me. I pretend like I couldn't see it. Decided to end up at the bottom.
I suppose if you tinker, you can be at the bottom, but...
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be stronger than me.
Howard back in the pocket. Oh, fires across the middle. He's got Ruckle. Oh, my.
No, I don't think so. I think something coach has said is going to resonate with him. Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Sold him.
That guy was flying as well.
No, he's going to leave.
Vince putting the ball in the cabinet.
Yeah, I mean, that was a mad run.
Yeah, unreal. I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Clint?
This is what I've decided.
Coming home.
Send Buddy Jr. home to Dylan. He needs his father.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry
No,
about.
there is.
Had the chat right there in the library.
Leaving.
Went to your game. I know you didn't want me to, but I did. Look at you. You're only 17 years old, and you're already better than I ever was. For the first time in my life, I knew what pride felt like. I'm proud of you, Vincent.
So we were wrong. Hand of the Father was nothing to do with religion, and it was all about. One of the things we said about initially was that it could be father and son related, and that's what it turned out to be.
Yeah, I went for it being daughter and father, didn't I?
Remind me again.
Epic.
That's it. Didn't even see her.
No.
She didn't bother turning up.
She took the episode off.
Took the day off filming. It was a nice episode. I kind of guessed that once he saw Vince in action, and then he would reflect and have the conversation with him that he should have had on day one. But it was nice.
Why would because when I watched that and the way that he came into the household, and although I think he thought that Vince's mum had clearly mentioned something, when it was clear that she hadn't, why did he act that way? Is it a pride thing? Is it about being strong and not letting your guard down?
I think it's all that, and
potentially,
I don't think they told us how long he'd been in prison, but
felt like a long time.
It could be a reflection of being in prison and coming out feeling like you have to be the man of the house straight away, but he's not. Vince is.
No,
Vince is now the man of the house,
definitely.
No matter what. And he said there, like, I didn't ask you to stay here, and he was wrong. So there was a nice reflection at the end. You can see Vince get even more emotional when he said he's proud of him. That's all he wants, a father figure.
He let his guard down, and that's what I was wondering, because that seemed to be the difference. At first, he wouldn't let his guard down, his father,
yeah.
And then he did let his guard down. And I just wonder if that is, I have no idea, I cannot relate, but is that coming out of prison and guards up and...
Yeah, it's a tough guy thing, bravado that you have to have when you're in prison.
But yeah, Vince was having a really tough time because he couldn't talk to Jess about it. Then he spoke to Coach about it. One thing that Coach is great at is saying less. Coach is the perfect example of when less is more.
Yes.
What he says is very deliberate, to the point.
It resonates
and
every time.
It just sits there and festers and allows people to kind of understand and relate. And I think that's what Vince did.
Yeah.
And I think he will, dependent now on what his father does, I think his father is going to have to try exactly the advice that Coach gave. It doesn't matter if he is better, but try. And if he does, then Vince may let him back into his life.
Yeah. I thought at the end there he was going to tell him to stay, but I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he didn't, because one good speech doesn't forgive everything. But there's definitely an opening now for them to reconcile, which is great for Vince, because a stable home is what he deserves.
Yeah, exactly. And his dad now just needs to follow what Coach said.
Yeah.
Try to be better than everyone else. Doesn't matter if you are, it's the effort, because it speaks to the character.
Yes.
And we need to take that away and make sure that you apply it. No. But yeah, no, it was what a performance. That's Vince's best performance, right?
Yeah,
on the team?
by far. Yeah, I would say that's ridiculous. That right at the end was unbelievable.
Absolutely sold that player again.
He was flying as well. I don't know how
he's still running today, rumour has it.
Yeah, he's not stopped. Forrest Gump.
Well, I was about to say there's a movie out there where someone runs forever. That was actually it. That's where Forrest Gump started from.
I've seen that clip. He's got some massive beard by the end of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's Tom Hanks, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off topic. Tammy had an interesting one. So the teachers weren't in it again, except for Levi. He was the only one, and that was very brief. It was like a cameo appearance.
Yeah.
So Tammy was in it, trying to get through to, I don't know the girl's name, but we'll have to call her Rally Girl. No disrespect intended.
Yeah.
Seemed that, she really was taking it as a joke, even though she was effectively being passed around. And if memory serves me right, when it was happening, it did look pretty bad. And Becky was the one who, she had a very quiet episode and didn't really speak up. But I think it was her who was going nuts about it, and
I think
was like, get away from her, and kicking off. And then I think Luke got involved as well, and it was pretty bad. And she just didn't seem to take herself seriously. There's nothing new there. I think there are certain people that want to have that reputation, but more often than not, I would imagine that people regret it.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said earlier, things could have gone a lot worse, and they shouldn't do. It's not. She can take precautions, but the guys need a good talking to as well. They need to know that that's wrong. You can't treat a girl like that.
Well, Coach did. It turned out in the end that it was Jacob and Wade.
Jacob and Wade gone, mate.
I knew it was going to be Jacob and Wade. I'm not sure about State now, them two are gone.
I was going to say the performance wasn't impacted one bit. I don't know if they've ever got on the field.
I'm pretty sure that's the first scene they've ever been in. First and last.
First and last, exactly.
The beginning and the end all together.
He's like, Mum, I'm going to be in Friday Night Lights. Mum, I'm sacked. Day one.
But yeah, so they're gone. That's the end of them. State's still on.
Yeah, very much so.
If they, obviously, every time now they go through it, they don't lose. I'm mentioning State now. Without fact. It was written on the board.
Oh, we should change up the green screen.
No.
For that whiteboard saying State across it.
If someone can do that for us without us having to Google, because you know what's going to happen. You Google that, and bosh.
Friday Night Lights season 5 State. Google that.
It'll literally just I won't give any spoilers or nothing.
That's a good shout. We'll keep it as it is.
Yeah, unless someone wants to do that for us.
Yeah.
What else happened in this
Buddy
one?
Jr.'s coming home to Texas.
Yes.
It's kind of...
Another coach speech.
Yeah, exactly that.
Coach, again, at the centre. Coach,
he's been doing that for 4.5 seasons now, hasn't he?
Coach and Mrs. Coach. I mean, it's another episode where they were at the absolute epicentre of everything that was going on. Coach and Mrs. Coach have made this show. They really have. They could have done a spin-off. They are Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
They could have just moved on and been Tammy and Eric.
They could have done, yeah.
Still strikes me every time I say his name because I forget his name's Eric. Yeah,
They could have
had the Tammy and Eric show.
Yeah, their own spin-off show would have been
100%.
Yeah. And this show would have been so much worse without them.
Oh, I don't think the show would have been what it was without them. I don't think it even would have got to this stage without them. No. They were that good they are that good. As talking in past tense, I would giving up after 3 episodes. But yeah, they really have been sensational. Yeah, coach again with Buddy, got him to see because obviously he was directing all of his anger towards Pam.
Yeah.
And it's showing he's still bitter about the divorce and what happened and the fact that she took full custody of the children and then moved across the US. So I get there's a lot of resentment towards her, but exactly as Coach said this, nice and simple and to the point, your son.
Yeah, it's not about you and your ex-wife. It's about your son. He's obviously gone the wrong way a little bit, which it can be common with teenagers that age. And it needs to get back on the straight and narrow. And if bringing him home with a bit of fatherly advice and love does the trick, then...
I don't know how much he got through to Buddy, because he did get through to him, but I'm pretty sure on the call with Pam, he said something about that he needs his father. He didn't even need to say that. He could have just said, send him to me. He
could have done, yeah.
And I'll be there for him. But Buddy's Buddy. I mean, that's still a win with Buddy, I think. It's. Am I being just negative about these balls? Why did the first feel I get when they said about the balls in the trophy cabinet? The first thing I think is someone's going to nick it.
Yeah.
And I just don't know why. Why am I living this way? They're not. It's fine.
No, they're not.
It's going to be up in lights.
It's going to be full up. Unbeaten
Absolutely.
season.
Yep.
It's going to be full to the brim, as many as it can be. And then that state ball is going to be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Final scene's going to be Coach just pressing it above his head.
Yeah.
With all of the balls in there. It's going to be
Coach is
absolutely
going to get crowd surf.
He deserves one if they get stay. Still, after a 2-8 season, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, nuts.
It's definitely going to be crazy.
Huge turnaround.
But no, it was a very good show a very good episode for Eric and Tammy, as always.
Even better, we didn't hear anything about the McCoys. We didn't hear anything about the Panthers. It's all about East Dillon now.
Yes, that's it.
And they're charged to state.
West Dillon aren't even making the playoffs.
Nah.
They're not even a deal.
Disband the team.
That's it. There is no West Dillon. East Dillon's just Dillon again.
It's just Dillon now, yeah.
That's it. But no, it's a good episode. It's a really enjoyable one.
Good.
And yeah, looking forward to what's coming up next. Other than the Vince storyline that's sort of sticking out like a sore thumb. And I don't think Julie's done with her storyline.
No,
that guy, even the way he's now done this, I feel like he's done this knowing that he's kind of led her on. And he now knows what's going to follow. Yeah, I think he's a bit sick in the head.
I think he is manipulative. And I think he used that, me and my wife aren't good thing as a manipulative technique. I think him and his wife are good. He just wanted to sleep with her. He's done that now. So he came home and said, it was a mistake. Won't do it again. And I think now Julie is going to be pining after him. And maybe he doesn't want her anymore because he's already had her. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, that actually wouldn't be a bad outcome because I wonder if he is a bit twisted.
Scumbag.
And he wants her calling after him.
But
I wonder if that...
Because she's young, do you think? Is it that deep?
I would hope not, but then you don't know what go through people's heads.
I mean, we almost had a storyline like that with Julie, with the other teacher.
Yeah, who Tammy called out as being a paedophile in front of all the students.
The writer's strike, everyone forgot about it.
And then he disappeared from the school and nothing was ever said.
Yeah.
He probably had a case for defamation because even though he shouldn't have lunch with a student, I don't think that made him a paedophile.
No, it doesn't. No, that's a big leap. That's a big old leap.
And it was in front of students as well. Madness. Yeah, that was season 2. What a flashback.
Crazy.
That was a crazy season. Some really fun stuff though.
It was really.
That shows how fun it is to write TV shows, but you haven't got to think about the follow-ups.
That's it. Yeah.
Every episode.
We'll write this storyline because if we could just scrap it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll be doing with this anyway.
Blame it on the strikers.
Yeah.
Strikers right. Let's see this out. Can't get words out anymore.
Wow. I was going to blame it on the sunshine.
No, I blame it on moonlight.
I'm not saying boogie. Thanks for being here with us for this one. Thanks for staying this long. And if you're still listening to this, I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah.
But jam-packed episode. Can't wait to see what's coming up. Can't wait to see where this is going because, the storylines, I feel like they're not forming yet for that big finale. So really excited to see what's going to happen there. But have a great day, whatever you're up to, and we'll see you on episode 4.